Hey, what's going on, guys? I see we're live. I've been live for 7 seconds. I always do that. So, episode 6 tonight. Apparently, allegedly, it's going to be 32 minutes or something like that. So, I don't know if that's with the credits or not. So, I guess without, maybe like 28 minutes, 27 minutes. But those are just rumors. You never know. Rumors are always wrong, usually. Sometimes. So, if you're new to this watch party, basically how it goes down, which most of you by now, I believe, have been here many times. I'm seeing some familiar faces, or familiar, as the age of the internet, familiar handles. How it works is I just have it up on my screen. I've got two other screens here. I've got the chat screen, and then I've got my stopwatch. And I will sync it with the stopwatch, and you guys can feel free to watch along, or always, many of you join in. Last week we had 21,000 of you that came in, which was pretty cool, and watched it all together, which was fun. So we are about... Where are we? 7 minutes out. Are we 7 minutes out? Yeah, we're 7 minutes out until the episode starts. So let's just kill time, hang out, and have some fun. So my theory for how the whole season will end, I've made a video on that, which, well, it hasn't uploaded yet, but I've written the script, and it's going to be coming out on Saturday. It could be fun, could be cool. I think, well, you guys will see, but I think the way that it could end should be kind of like Empire Strikes Back, where everything was just in shambles. You know, the dark side won pretty much. And I think if they do it like that, with like Grogu gone, you know, he's not gone as in dead, but like taken, then Din would be, you know, completely helpless. And then we'll need a higher power to come in and help him out. I think that would be something that could be interesting to see, for sure. Do I think it's going to be another filler? I don't know. We haven't really seen too many fillers this season. I mean, the episode with the eggs and stuff was kind of, unnecessary. Well, I suppose we have seen a few. Yeah, but in filler episodes, I always find that there are more things that you can pick out of it, such as maybe not action or you know, explaining the plot so much more, but you get a lot more dynamic and relationship building between Din and Grogu, which is kind of like, you know, father and son. So I think what this show could spiral into, or lead the way into, is a Boba show, Ahsoka and Sabine show, and a Luke and Ben Solo show, which is something I want to see, man. I want to see Luke between 6 and 7. I want to see what Luke was doing after 6. That's like epitome Luke. That's like peak Luke. So maybe we'll get it. Who knows? What's up, Ray? What's up, Budget? What's up going on? I'm excited for tonight. Enjoy the show. Hey, you too, man. Thanks, bro. So we just came from, well, not me, but I think about 600 or 700 of you came from the gaming channel. We just finished a 5-hour stream, so I'm a little bit, not tired, but I'm ready to go, dude. Or have some fun. We might try to get Josh in the chat, because I know he's doing a watch party. I don't know if he's doing a watch party or if he does a reaction usually right after. So we're gonna try to get him on the phone, which will be fun. Do you think Gideon didn't follow Mando to Corvus because he knows that it's Thrawn's territory? Ooh, interesting. No, I just don't think he followed him yet. Yeah, I think he's like doing some stuff, you know, maybe perfecting the Dark Troopers until he shows up. Think Disney has any plans to do more with Captain Phasma? I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, that'd be sweet. She was a cool character, but she was just, yeah. Favreau is directing. It's going to be huge. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he's directing this one. I just heard everyone being like, oh, it's going to be so short, blah, blah, blah. It's like, whatever. I hope it's going to be action-packed, but we'll see. But also one thing that no one's really talking about, which I'm going to mention on Saturday's video, is that everyone seems to think a Jedi is going to reach out to Grogu. Well, what if a Sith reaches out to him? Right, so Tython is a planet that is all about balance of the Force. And with balance of the Force means that not just a light side user would reach out to him, maybe it'll reach all users of the Force when Grogu sits atop the Seeing Stone. It's possible. So maybe a dark side user. What if the Rakata find him? What if they're like lingering in the galaxy somewhere? They're descendants or something like that. Splinter of the Mind's Eye is a cool book. It's the first time Vader uses Force Lightning. He possesses a very, very powerful crystal, and it allows him to actually use Force Lightning, which is pretty cool. Hey, Theory. I don't know if you remember, but you commented on my comment about... here we go. Oh, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. Dang it. Want to stay awake to watch with everyone, but you have to wake up at 5 a.m. Enjoy. Oh, well. Oh, you're from Alaska? That's awesome. Is anyone else here from Alaska? I'd love to go to Alaska one day. That'd be cool. Okay, we got 2.5 minutes left, guys. It's almost here. Have you noticed that this year they're like on the dot with releasing it, whereas last year I felt like sometimes I'd have to wait 20, 30 minutes after, you know, other people would get it. Which is good. My theory, last episode ends with the close of Thrawn facing a cryopod back to tank, and on the inside is Ezra, which explains why we haven't seen him. Ooh, very cool. Hey Theory, love these watch parties. They got me through quarantine and the summer. Nice, man. Hey, I love them too. 8,000 of you here. Welcome. Happy to have you all. Love the theory videos and the true love you have for Star Wars. I need to hear how you feel on Darth Malgus before the show starts. Darth Malgus is probably the most epic looking and epic Sith Lord of the Old Republic, I feel like. I'd love to see him in live action. I've been loving these live streams, dude. Thanks for all you do. Thanks, man. I love doing them. How's your day? Day's chill. Yeah, I woke up. We're like 30 seconds out from the episode, and I basically streamed all day. And yeah, that's it on the gaming channel. And now I'm here. So I love what I do, and I love being here. I can't wait to watch this episode with you guys and just chill out, have some fun. You know what I mean? Do you think we'll see Kyle Katarn? That'd be sweet. Yeah, if you haven't seen my videos, Kyle Katarn basically is, I feel like he was the only thing missing from episode 4, because they took so much inspiration from Legends, from JK2 in that, which is, okay, it's 11:59, I'm refreshing. May the Force be with you too. Do you think we'll ever see Cal on screen? I'd love to see him in today's episode, that's for sure. Loving the content. Keep it up. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks, Tizian. First live stream, huge fan. Can't wait to watch. Thank you so much. All right, 12 a.m. Is it out? It's out. Dude, they're like on the dot with this stuff. It is 34 minutes, chapter 14. Oh, he's back on Navarro 7. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go, guys. You ready? 10,000 in the chat. Spam the like button. Okay, I'm gonna go in 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna skip the recap, so let's just watch it all the way through. Oh, dude. Dude. It showed who was in the not who was, but remember that episode? I forgot, it was like season 1, episode 5 or something, where I was like, dude, that's Boba. That's 100% Boba. Maybe we're gonna find out in this episode. This is amazing. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. It's still the recap, so I'll keep talking. I'm so happy to be watching right now. Dude. This is epic. Okay, here we go. Lucasfilm Ltd. The logo of my childhood. Let's go, baby. The tragedy. What? Holy crap, is he already at Tython? Jude. Oh, dude, they are just jumping through the episode. it's the slave one. Ah, we haven't seen this in forever. No. Ah! Oh, God. Oh, man. I told you it was Boba. I knew it. Whoa. Dude, they're gonna team up. This is so cool. Oh God. Holy sh! What? Yo. Holy sh! Oh my God. No scope. No. Holy No, what the hell? That was so short. Wow. That was Star Wars. That was what I missed. That was. I feel like after every single one of these episodes, I'm just more dumbfounded and I just can't find my words. I can't remember the last time I cried happy tears. I don't really think that. I think maybe like once in my life or at most. That was really amazing to see Boba back in his armor. It was people have been waiting for that for 40 years. I've been waiting for that since the 90s because I was born then, but then seeing the Dark Troopers and the fact that Grogu was on the Seeing Stone for that long, you know, who the heck did he reach out to? Definitely Ahsoka felt him. Who else felt him? I don't know. Ezra, Luke, Kanan. Well, no, not Kanan. Sorry, Cal. Kanan's dead. Everyone was like, "Oh, I think it's gonna be filler." Dude, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just so. You know, after you eat like a really good meal, that's what I feel like right now, and I'm like just digesting everything. Like that was absolutely amazing. It was beyond action packed. It was beyond story driven. It was. There was just every element in there, and dude, it's just more testament to show that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are the ones to lead the way. They are the ones. How do you guys feel about Boba coming back and basically having like a life debt until the child is freed? So how he's going to be rolling with Mando the whole time, with Din, and this couldn't be cooler. So what I think next episode, they're going to get Bill Burr out of jail. I wonder if they're going to get Ahsoka out too. What I also wonder is how Moff told him, "You're not ready to play with this yet." So he's like, what do you mean yet? Like, is he going to play with it? Is he going to play with the lightsaber? Probably not. That was wild, dude. I'm stricken. It was amazing. It was really, really amazing. I think this, you know, every episode I say, but I think this was the best episode. I think this was the best Star Wars, once again, that I've seen since Revenge of the Sith. It was absolutely phenomenal. It was really, really good. I was on the fence with thinking Boba was going to fight against Din or teaming up with him. And I'm just so happy that he's now teamed up with him, because for me, this is amazing. This is huge. This is really cool. So I'm happy to see that. Boba was my second favorite character as a kid. I don't know what to say, man. Like, I can't wait to do the breakdown. It was, I don't even think you need a breakdown for this kind of episode. It was just so self-explanatory. It was, oh yeah, so what do you guys think about Jango being a foundling? So I guess now that's canon. So he's a Mandalorian. He's just a founding. He's a foundling. He's like Din. It's pretty cool. Imagine Grogu being the Mandalorian in the future. This is crazy. Yeah, I think he's gonna be like Tar Vizsla. Boba was fantastic. They have to get Grogu back. Glad I stayed up for this. Oh, absolutely. It was an amazing episode. Bo-Katan will be in the next episode or in the finale. I hope, dude. I hope in the next episode we get... Dude, when I saw the Slave One, I was... I'm like, no. This is insane. We haven't seen that ship in forever. So where the heck was it hiding? Like in the sand or something? And then Fennec Shand is now like a cyborg? Like, dude. What? We have 2 episodes left and that's it. Until another year. Man, that's... that Darksaber at the end, so cheeky. He didn't need to show that. I cannot put into words how happy... Dude, happy tears for me too, man. Like, I think I've only happy teared once or twice in my life. Mando would spear Moff with Darksaber for finale. Yeah, I think they're going to fight. But also what I think is going to happen is maybe the Seeing Stone unlocks some sort of something, you know? And now we're going to get his true powers awakened. And I think when things go all wrong and all bad in the end, I think someone is going to come in there and save the day. Not save the day for Grogu, but until season 3, I think a new power is going to come in. New Jedi. Honestly, destroying the Razor Crest feels like a marketing scam. Buy Lego Razor Crest, now buy this new ship. Nah, man, it's. I think it's more amazing this way because it's like, what if Boba dies and he takes the Slave One? That'd be so cool. So Favreau, the way the Dark Troopers flew in the air, same as Iron Man, yeah. And you thought Boba wasn't going to show up for the rest of the season? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he likes his Iron Man, right? Rest in peace, Razor Crest. Skywalker, I really want to see Sebastian Stan as Luke. Yes, me too. Hey, Theory, been a lurker for some time now. So happy to join the channel. I love that he might get a redemption arc for Boba. Oh, well, we did get it, I guess. Keep up the great content. Thanks, man. I accidentally kicked a hole through my wall. It was great. Ahsoka and Mando and Gideon. Thrawn finale. Boba fans redeemed. Dude, I bet Boba fans all over the world are like the end of Return of the Jedi right now with the Ewoks just dancing. Everywhere. All of them. Yo. Right here. Boba fans unite. 100%, dude. That was the most wild episode I've ever seen. That was crazy. Maybe Ezra may show up this season or the next season. Just like the last season, episode 6 of that, the kid gets kidnapped again. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that's like the biggest lure to the next season, I suppose, right? Season finale is going to be incredible. Mando, Boba, Fennec, Mayfield, possibly Bo-Katan, and the Night Owls versus Gideon and the Imperial, and maybe Ahsoka. Eh? You can't just not have Ahsoka in there. Do you want Gideon to survive the season or die in the finale? I want him to die, and then Thrawn's going to come in. Gideon trying to become a Sith? No, he's not a Sith, dude. He's just I think he's a Mandalorian. Would love to see Cal take Grogu to Ilum and build a purple saber. That'd be neat. Jango is now canonically a Mandalorian. Yep. Yep. Do you think Mara Jade will be the Jedi who searches for Grogu? Oh, I wish. Now, this is Star Wars. The Star Wars I remember from when I was a little kid in the 80s. Yeah, that's one other reason I was tearing up is because this is amazing. This is what Star Wars is, not... Yeah, so this is a very happy day. If you were told 5 years ago we'd have a show and larger Star Wars comeback like this someday, would you have believed it? I'm feeling really blessed right now. Yeah, so am I, buddy. I think all of us can rejoice. All 16,000 of us right here. Every single one of us are a Star Wars fan, and that's I think there are like over 1 billion Star Wars fans in the world. Something like that. That's what Google said. But there are reports of like over 1 billion Star Wars fans or something, so that's pretty cool, dude. That's a lot of fans. I thought Boba was gonna die when he was following the Dark Troopers. They won't kill Boba off like that. Plus, Boba is so much more experienced. Imagine Mace Windu responds to Grogu's call, and him and Boba have some sort of moment for Mace killing Jango. Yeah. Well, maybe they fight each other. Jose, I know, man. Yeah, Tyler, I wouldn't have believed this 5 years ago, that's for sure. The fact that you're wearing your 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back hat makes it even better. Amazing episode. Star Wars is at its best. I love the content. I think it's just going to get better and better, man. Get Josh. Yeah, let's get Josh. Where's Josh at? Yo, Joshy boy. Joshy boy. That was wild, dude. Imagine if Grogu contacted Kyle Katarn. I don't think so. I think he's gonna. I think he's just contacting like all the Force users left in the galaxy. So, are they gonna add new ones? Probably. But who's left at this point? Luke. I mean, he's the head honcho. There's no one bigger than Luke at this point. So, this is the way. Much love, bro. That was awesome. I agree. Boba, Mando, and Katan epic team up ever. No, here's what I want. I want Boba. I want Bo-Katan. I want Mando, Fennec Shand, Luke Skywalker, and Ahsoka. Okay, forget Luke Skywalker. He's not going to show up. He's probably going to show up at the end, or I don't know. Maybe someone else will. But let's take him out. Let's just put Ahsoka in there. Could you imagine them and the Night Owls against Moff Gideon, and then Thrawn comes in, and then Luke comes in? So it's like tit for tat. You have to match them. Or Thrawn comes in, then they just destroy everybody. They go away, and then in the end, Luke comes in. How wild would that be? How crazy would that be, dude? Hey? When Mando was asking for prisoner information, I thought it was going to be Cad Bane. Could you imagine? I think Cad Bane's dead. He's supposed to be dead. How do you feel about Boba's new look? Well, it's just over his garments, so I mean, it's not like his... I'm sure he's probably got a change of something in his ship or something like that. Moff Gideon wants to play Empire with Grogu as his Vader. Best Star Wars I've ever seen. So happy to see my favorite character get his armor back and some kick. Yes, that was amazing, dude. That was amazing. I think seeing Boba back is like... It's... Seriously, for me, it's next to seeing Anakin Skywalker back. It's next... Well, okay, Anakin, we can't see him now, I guess. I meant, like, maybe... Okay, it's next to seeing Luke Skywalker in this one. So after Luke, it would be a very close Boba. I didn't think we would see him again. And it's amazing that we do. So, do you think he's been laying low on Tatooine, basically just playing as a... Oh, wait, but I'm confused. If Cobb Vanth had his armor, then when did he give his armor up? Because he saved Fennec Shand, and he was wearing something that looked like his armor. Interesting. That makes me kind of think. I don't really know. I vote Mando brings Hondo into his team also. I think Palpatine is behind this. Well, Palpatine's dead right now. Maybe he is already a clone. We may see Ahsoka fall. We hear her ghost voice in the last movie. Yeah, I think Ahsoka's gonna die. Eventually. And as for Palpatine's clone, well, his son was created around the prequels, like a few years after the prequels. So, he's obviously been cloning himself for a long time. Does that mean the cloners are Mandalorian? No? They baited us when Boba was in robes coming off the ship. Oh, what? No. What, you thought that was Luke or something? No, dude, the ship is so iconic. Once I saw the Slave One, I was like, 100%. Boba's in there. In the concept art, Boba was wearing his old outfit. A week already went by. Sheesh, love the content. I know, man. It's been fast. December's like flying by already. November's gone. Boba was always up in my top 3. Jango has always been in my top 5. I love how Jango is a foundling. Hope Mace comes back. I love your content. Thank you, buddy. Thanks, Jasper. What if Grogu is the catalyst for Luke starting the Jedi Order because Grogu's professor X'd and found Force user for Luke to search out? Well, that's the thing. Luke right now in the galaxy is searching for new students because he's going to make his temple. He's going to make his Jedi Academy, right? So at this point, I would love to see a spin-off show, or maybe even not a spin-off show, but maybe like the show could change or develop or expand into Luke's adventures with Ben Solo, and maybe Grogu as well. You know, Grogu could be his student, and he could be the one who teaches him. Luke could be teaching Grogu the way. Perhaps. The way I wear my helmet is the way Chewie wore it in Lego Star Wars. Yeah, dude, this episode was mind-blowing. Mando and Ahsoka versus Moff lightsabers, exciting. So Giancarlo Esposito in some interviews, and I've said this before, said that he broke Darksaber props when he was filming. I guess the guy was going so ham in the fight scenes, which are either going to happen in the next 2 episodes or they're cut. So I'm assuming they're going to happen in maybe 8. I feel like episode 7 might be them just trying to... Oh, yo, Josh messaged me. I feel like the next one might just be them trying to get what was his name? Bill Burr. I forgot his name. I forgot his character's name. Yeah, but I'm excited to see him regardless. So I don't think I've ever geeked out more in my entire life before this episode. This episode had so much stuff. There was the Force, there was Boba returning. Like, as a fan, I'm so happy. I'm so unbelievably happy right now as a Star Wars fan. It's just the way it should be. This is the way. It's amazing. And I'm so happy that these guys are behind these stories because they're doing an amazing job. I wonder if they're going to ever have Boba Fett backstory showing how he came back. Yeah, I think they're going to explain it. He said what did he say? He said everyone has a backstory. Everyone has a something or whatever. And then Fennec Shand was like, mine was Boba. I said clones, not cloners. Oh, well. Maybe. Ahsoka won't die. Filoni hinted at her not being dead in The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, but that's cryptic. So that proves that wasn't the Razor Crest in The Force Awakens. Yeah. Indeed. We need to see Cal Kestis. Will Boba... Dude, I saw a really cool fan art of Cal Kestis today with Din. Will Boba go his own way after this? Or as a child of a foundling, will he fight with Bo? Oh, he might fight with Bo. Patton Oswalt would be proud. Boba Fett's armor is Beskar. I mean... Yeah, I guess. Aren't there 9 episodes in this season? So don't we have 3? Are there 9 episodes? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Can someone correct me on that, please? Are there 9 episodes or 8? How iconic. Baby Yoda gets his armor back. What? Boba gets his armor back in episode 6 when we last saw him in episode 6. Yeah, that is iconic. That's pretty cool. I love your channel and all your vids. What did you think about Boba's knee gun? I thought it was the most radical thing I've seen. Shout out from Wisconsin. COVID red zone. This has been the highlight of my night, brother. Boba was with his armor brought me to tears. Me too. This is the way. Bro, go back. I was freaking crying happy tears. I don't know when the last time I cried happy tears was. I didn't even know that really existed. It's a weird feeling because it's like you're happy but you're crying. Like, what is this? What do you think Mando is going to do now that the ship is destroyed? What kind of ship do you think he'll fly next? I hope he'll maybe keep rolling with Boba. Hey, it's 8 episodes? Thanks, Ryan. Okay, it's only 8 episodes. Josiah, thank you. I think the finale is going to be Ezra if you move Thrawn. I think the finale is going to be Ezra if you have Thrawn. What if they bring back the Chiss, Yuuzhan Vong, other races, 2 episodes left? The thing with the Yuuzhan Vong coming back is that they're not supposed to come back. They're not supposed to be around, at least until way later. Way later. So, I mean, I'd love to see them, but they're very overpowered. They're crazy. Training session with Boba and Din with the spear. I wish. Do you think Boba's going to train him in the next episode? When did Boba get his new helmet? He blew up his father's in the Clone Wars. He didn't blow up his father's. Oh, in the Clone Wars. Well, I don't know where he got his new helmet. Did he blow up his father's? I don't remember this. When did this happen? That looked like the Zepho stone that Grogu sits on, right? From Fallen Order. I don't think Cal will train him, since he wants the Force-sensitive kids to make their own choices when it comes to the Force. Luke's got to train him. Look, who's looking for Jedi right now? Who's trying to build their own Jedi temple? Luke. Who's the most powerful Jedi in the galaxy right now? The most prominent one? Luke. That we know of. So, it just makes sense that it would be Luke. I think Luke's coming back. I'm shipping for it. I hope. Gideon on his way to Kamino. Boba goes back. What the hell? Nah. That feeling when I saw the Slave One. That was unreal. Will probably be a season-ending cliffhanger. Jedi reveal Luke's robes or Cal Kestis poncho, similar to Boba's reveal this season. I agree. Yeah. It's going to be very, very... Dude, the video that I wrote today for Saturday is basically... I got to change some stuff up now because I figured, okay, well, it's going to end on the Seeing Stone, but I guess not. I guess not. But I still think some things are gonna happen. Luke can go to Tython and then see the aftermath and track Grogu through the Force and show up in the finale. Yeah. What causes Grogu to get so tired from the Force? He's probably just young. Yeah, he's probably just young, I'd imagine, and just not used to it. It's like he used to be much more powerful, right? That's what we learned from Ahsoka. So with him hiding his powers to survive, he's probably just not used to it, I'd imagine. You know, it's like when you don't go to the gym for a really long time and then you go to the gym, you're like very sore and you're very tired and you can't work out as much, you're not as strong. It's probably what it's like. I'm guessing. It's a theory. The Yuuzhan Vong was a cut arc from the Clone Wars, so what would they put in this? So what would they put if in this era? Well, dude, if we got Tython, I want to see the Rakata. That'd be cool. If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna like pull, then maybe they got Descendants or something. Maybe Filoni and Favreau are slowly trying to make true Mandalorian vs. Death Watch storyline canon, since Boba mentioned Mandalorian Civil Wars. Yeah. And that's something I want them to dive more into too, because we don't really know much about Jango. In canon, at least. So, now we know that Boba is a Mandalorian. He blew it up. The trap for Mace Windu blew up. But it's Beskar. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't remember that. If Luke trains Grogu... Is that the one where Mace gets trapped? If Luke trains Grogu for his school stuff, we know the outcome. No, I think Grogu will leave. What's your thoughts on Jango being a foundling? When he was Prime Minister, Almec angrily spits that Jango Fett was a common bounty hunter. I think he was just full of, you know, bantha doo-doo. I don't think he really knew what he was talking about. Because they said we don't know much about him. So... Or maybe they just didn't want to talk about him. Imagine how hard you're going to cry when Luke comes out. If that happens, dude, yeah, I better have the tissues ready. I bet you like the stream would end and I just wouldn't even know what to say. I thought it was already canon that Jango's armor was Durasteel. If Boba's armor is fake, Mando armor, couldn't he just fake the certificate too? Nah, I don't think he's faking anything. I didn't know it's canon that it's Durasteel, is it? Not that I know of. But I'm not sure if it's Beskar or not. Do you think Boba and Mando will talk about their pasts and may get more explanation regarding Din and his cultish views? Maybe he gets more chill. Yeah, see, so the thing is, Din is a foundling, but so was Jango, and therefore Boba, but he doesn't have the same ideologies. You could see that Boba took off his helmet, no problem. But Din doesn't, because he's so cultish. So it's a different sect. They're obviously coming from a different whatever. Next episode is going to be getting Bill Burr and others to save Grogu while Grogu is reliving Order 66. I hope not. Mando left his jetpack, so possibly he goes back to get it, and then they run into Luke, who recently showed up and was rummaging through the battle area. He probably took it, man. He's just not wearing it, I bet. I got mad dark side vibes from Grogu when he choked the stormtrooper. Will they turn him to the dark side? Is there any Sith left? Maul? Right, so maybe they're cloning Maul, maybe they're cloning another Zabrak, I don't know, maybe they're bringing back Talon. But I don't think Force choke is necessarily meaning that is indicative of him being in the dark side. I think it just means that he is using all sides of the Force. We saw Luke do that in episode 6. Is he in the dark side? No. Why is Boba just now coming after his armor? I guess it took time for him to track him. I don't know. Season 1, Episode 7, we lost Kuel, who from the good side is most likely to be lost from the emotional. I think Boba. I think Boba's gonna die. Could Mando fit retcon sequels? Fix retcon sequels? No, I don't think they're gonna retcon anything. Sadly. Back launch, ER had me in tears. You look like Sebastian Stan? Oh, well, that's a nice compliment. Maybe a fat Sebastian Stan. I loved how Din called Ahsoka a nice lady. Lol, he's a good dad already. This episode was epic. This is the way. I definitely think Cal will be the one to come to Grogu. His decision to let Force sensitive choose their own path instead of forcing them out of hiding lines up with Grogu calling out for a teacher, choosing his own path. It'd be neat to see that, but I want to see Luke, bro. I don't care about anybody else. I gotta say, I don't. It'd be cool to see them all. I'm gonna freak out, but it's just meh. Luke's the one I want to see. I think because I didn't get to see him since 6, you know, the real one. Is Boba now considered to be a Mando? Oh, right. Do you think Hayden will actually be in the Obi series? Yeah, I think so. Robert Rodriguez directed this episode. I thought Jon Favreau directed this one. Can someone get me on that? What do you think of the Legacy of the Force series, and do you think a video on them and the Jedi Academy series? And would you do a video on them on... Okay, sure. Who is more powerful in The Mandalorian time, Luke or Ahsoka? Luke, bro. Grogu with a pencil-sized lightsaber finale? What I can see happening is Din dying, and then the show shifts focus to Boba, keeping the name The Mandalorian instead of making a new show. You think Din's gonna die? I think Din could die, and then it'll just focus on Grogu. I think, right? Season 2, Episode 21, Come Home. Boba uses Jango's helmet as a trap to kill Windu. We need Jedi Boba next episode. I never noticed that Boba's ram braces had a shotgun on them. Love the video. Yeah, the knee thing was insane. Loved their Back to the Future thing you're doing, boss. Sending love. Thanks, Victor. Much love, man. I'm glad you liked it. I think Grogu has been medically altered to get tired when he tries to use the Force in excess as a control measure. We don't know what all they did. Yeah, I was thinking that, but I also think that he's just tired. Like, he's just not used to using the Force powers because of what Ahsoka said, with him basically hiding his powers from the galaxies to as not be caught, not be noticed by the Empire. Luke or Ezra season finale cliffhanger? Luke, but if it's Rahul as Ezra, dude, I don't know, it's kind of tied. Yo, Richie Rich, what up? You started making your Mando costume last year for this year? You've won every prize? Oh, cool, man. Well, yeah, tweet me or something, or like tag me on Instagram. Hopefully I'll see it. Hey Theo, I was wondering where you think they're gonna take Boba Fett, and if the rumor will come true that he'll have his own show. I've heard that rumor. I don't know if it will be true, but I hope it will be true, because I'd love to see more of him. I'd also love to see more Bo-Katan. Boba will die leaving the Slave One for Din seems possible. Corny idea though, so I hope not. Yeah, but then what's Din gonna fly around in? Just like another ship? Like a regular ship? The Razor Crest was so iconic. Or maybe he's just gonna build another one, or something. Maybe the one that people saw in The Force Awakens is gonna be his new Razor Crest. If it comes out red and it has that weird back, then yeah, we know it is Boba Fett. Oh, Robert Rodriguez did direct this one? That's awesome. My brother is a big fan of yours. Can you make a shout out to him? Alex LaForest, may the Force be with you. I want to surprise him. Alex LaForest, may the Force be with you, bro. Boba's back, so will we ever get to hear Theory's script for the sequel trilogy? I think a lot of people would love to hear how you would tell the story. Yeah, but anytime I do that kind of stuff, I just kind of feel like there's a lot of people that will love it, and then there's a lot of people who will just be like, oh, you're just hating on the sequels again. And it's just like, no. So I don't know. I kind of want to be done with that as much as I can, and just leave it in the past. But I mean, yeah, it would be fun to write my own thing. It'd be great. Loving these episodes. Do you think Grogu will start speaking English at some point, like Yoda did? Do you think Mando will take the Darksaber, or will Bo? Do you think Ahsoka and Din are going to kill Thrawn? I don't think anyone's killing Thrawn, except for maybe Ezra. And I don't think Din will take the Darksaber. No. Good going. No more Disruptor Rifle. Joined member now. Thanks, Zach. Yeah, I know. The Disruptor Rifle's gone. Everything's gone. It's all gone. Think about Luke when training with Yoda, how tired he got to lift the X-Wing, probably because he is untrained. Yeah, I think it's like muscle memory. The Gamer of Death. Thanks, bro. Clone Wars Season 7 or Mando Season 2? I don't know, man. Let me finish this season and then ask me again. Yeah, ask me again. Master, maybe someone removed it from the archive memory. It was strange to see Din's lack of emotion towards losing Grogu. Din's like a machine, alright? So he basically just knows that he has to... Well, maybe he's accepted defeat, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Do you think we'll see any clones this season, or will they all be too old to do accelerated aging? Well, maybe they change their accelerated aging, Do you think Boba will eventually go to bounty hunters like Bossk or Dengar for backup, since in canon they haven't died yet? I think he's going to go to Dengar. Not so much Bossk. I felt that it would have been cool if Boba said, "You're a disgrace to my father's legacy," since stormtroopers derive from clone troopers. Yeah. That's true. But, I mean, he's been around stormtroopers forever, right? So, it's nothing new to him. Although, I would love to see Cal Kestis. Please don't... People don't really know who he is. Of the alleged billion Star Wars fans, how many played Fallen Order? That's true. How many? What, like 50 million? 10 million? Maybe less than that. It would be arrogant to assume only a light side user will show up after Grogu called out from the Seeing Stone. It may not be Ezra, Luke, or Jedi. Indeed. Din dies and Grogu becomes the Mando. Recasting Luke would really bother me. It's only been 5 years. He wouldn't have changed how he looks. Yeah, so that's the thing, is that they gotta... Well, okay, look, but what they did with Carrie Fisher in Rogue One was they used her daughter. Did they use her daughter? Or was it some, like, Brazilian actress? I forgot. Anyways. So yeah, I would say just use Mark Hamill and de-age him. Put him back to his age in Return of the Jedi. I think it would work. I really do. I think Boba waited to get his armor back in an honorable... Dude, this Monday, the Nerd Theory podcast is going to be on fire. We got so much to talk about. Why Boba didn't just take the armor back from Cobb? Yeah, maybe he was laying low. I don't know. Iron Man vibes from the Dark Troopers. Yeah. Wasn't it so cool to see the episode on Tython from Fallen Order had a what? Wasn't it so cool how the episode on Tython from Fallen Order had a defend the objective until the timer runs out mission? It felt like it could be right out of a Star Wars video game. What the heck? Anyone else notice how familiar Din's armor and staff are? Certain Phasma come to mind. Yeah, but also the ruler of Mandalore had that spear. So, why is Boba so willing to help Din look for Grogu? Yeah, it's a good question, but you know what? Maybe he is a man of his word. Where's Din's jetpack? I guess he either left it on Tython or he took it with him and he just didn't go talk to Cara Dune with it. I live right beside where Liam Neeson grew up in Belfast. Thought that was cool. What an episode. Some of the best Star Wars ever. Stay safe. That's so cool, man. I like Liam Neeson. I like Qui-Gon Jinn. Why didn't Boba take his armor back from Rob? Right. When Mando smashed that trooper's helmet in, was dope. You mean Boba? Was dope hearing him say what Jango said to Obi. Yes, I'm just a simple man making my way in the universe. Yoda also gets tired when using the Force. It was shown multiple times in the prequels and Clone Wars, even in the original trilogy. Yeah, you're right. You are right, my friend. I think Boba totally feels for Mando and his quest. What are your thoughts on Sebastian Stan being Luke? Yeah, I'm all for it. I've been all for it for a long time. What time do I live stream Nerd Theory? Every Monday at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, or 8 o'clock Eastern. Din saying Grogu's name and watching his reaction is the same thing I do with my dogs made me laugh. Dude, when Grogu got taken, it made me think of my dog being taken away. What happened to the rule of two? I've discussed that, man. Yeah. Mark's busy. Barry Sanders, thanks, bro. Well, guys, I'm unbelievably happy with this episode. I think it was something that was just next level. It just seems like every episode they keep taking it further and further and further, which is honestly great. If you have seen the movie The Irishman, you know that they could bring back Luke and de-age him. Yeah. The de-aging in The Irishman wasn't that great, to be honest. It was kind of weird. I expected better. But the de-aging they did for Sam Jackson in Captain Marvel, or Miss Marvel, or whatever, it was Captain Marvel, I think, was great. So I know that they can do it. And if anyone can do it, it's Lucasfilm. It's ILM. Would I rather see Mace Windu or Luke? I think Mace Windu, because we know Luke's alive. Do you think Grogu may turn to the dark side? We saw he's using the grip. Yeah, but Luke was also using the grip, so don't forget that. Thanks, Septim. Imagine the timing of when Boba got his armor back. It was about to be blown up. Yeah, it was perfect timing. Absolutely perfect timing. Am I the only one who likes to see the progression of the remnants of the Empire to the First Order? No, I think there's many. Slave 1 was on Takodana and Battlefront 2, so Boba or Din lives. If you have seen the movie The Irishman, right. Hey man, me and my friend are huge fans and love your content. Can you shout me and my friend out, Brock and Stefan? May the Force be with you. Brock and Stefan, may the Force be with you guys. I think Boba is going to be the new Mandalore because in Legends he was, and I think that would be really cool if they brought back into canon. I agree with that. Yeah. Well, I think the most fascinating thing is to know more about Jango. Right? Maybe Mace survived and saved Grogu. What if Dengar saved Boba? Well, in Legends, Dengar did save Boba. He pulled him out of the Sarlacc and he tended to his wounds and everything. And finally, so I was thinking if anything instead of Rakata or the Yuuzhan Vong, we're going to see the Grisk since Thrawn is involved. Yeah, we could. Do you think Din's devotion... If we see the Grisk and Thrawn, we need to put some Jedi in the mix. Besides Ahsoka. Including Ahsoka. Do you think Din's devotion to the old Mandalorian ways, like never removing his helmet, will deteriorate over time? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's silly. He's seeing all of these legendary, Mandalorians around him, and they're removing their helmets, so he probably feels, kind of weird. It was simple, but those mortar stormtroopers was dope. Yeah. How about a Jedi Master Luke Ben solo series in the vein of the Clone Wars, leading up to the tragedy that is the sequel trilogy to better it overall? That's what I want, bro. I want a series with Luke and Ben, scouring the galaxy for all the Jedi and Sith holocrons and relics and artifacts, and going to different Jedi temples, going to Sith temples, going back to the Jedi temple on Coruscant. I want to see that. When did Luke use the grip? Also love the background music you use in your videos. What an episode. Thanks, man. All the background music is custom made music, custom ordered by me, made by Samuel Kim, who's an amazing artist, composer. Luke used it against the Gamorrean guards in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi, which was originally going to be called Revenge of the Jedi. Between season 2 and 3, do you think there will be a time jump since Gideon tells Grogu he's not ready for the saber, and maybe he'll try to age him faster? I think he might age him. I think he might accelerate his age. It is possible to make him grow so that way there's more blood. I think all the story will be... Well, oh, okay. The Force user that calls out gotta be Quinlan Voss. Bro, if it's Quinlan Voss, I know my buddy Nigel's gonna go crazy over that. De-aging Mark Hamill would be horrible. He'd still move like a 69-year-old. Yeah, but then you can have stunt doubles and stuff like that doing those parts. Recasting with a deep faked face or Sebastian Stan is the way. Both would work, I think. Maybe Boba traded his armor to save Fennec. I don't think so. Squealed like a baby pig when Boba showed up. My brother Spencer and I watched your reaction after every episode. Thanks for the content. Dude, I squealed too. I cried. I cried like a little baby. Every episode until now, I've been waiting for the iconic Slave One fly in. I love your channel. May the Force be with you. May the Force be with you too, bro. I got you every episode until now. The way Boba shattered those helmets, that was pretty savage. So here's my theory. I think Boba was laying low on Tatooine as a sand person. Maybe as a Tusken Raider, you know? Who knows? Wow, what an episode. I can't believe I was actually right about seeing Boba this episode. What a cliffhanger. Epic team up incoming. Wampa out. This was probably my favorite episode, bro. By far. Do you think Jaster's legacy will be the Mando's new ship? It looks like the ship from The Force Awakens too. Plus Boba might gift it to him. Who? I don't know that. I'm not familiar with it. I gotta do my research. Thanks, Thomas. I think the Jedi story will be on hold until next season. This season will end off by rescuing Grogu. I think this season's gonna end off by either Grogu being in trouble or Grogu overpowering everyone. But I just think the biggest cliffhanger would be if a Jedi were to show up. What if Grogu was Snoke's apprentice? Right. Oh no, that'd be so bad if he turned to the dark side. Ugh, God, that'd be terrible. That'd be horrible, dude. I'd never want to see that. At least Grogu didn't die from using the Force so hard like Luke. Yeah. You're telling me, bro. You're telling me. Who is Grogu the donor for? Probably Snoke or Palpatine. I think Boba is done with the Empire but still fears them. I don't know if he fears them. I think he's just cautious. And he knows that they're just a bigger power. I mean, he did so many jobs for them. Did you think the conversation with Cara was awkward? It seemed as Din didn't know she was Marshall, even though they had already met her since then. No. Remember in the last episode, they gave her the pendant or whatever? Or, well, I guess no one knew. But we saw that she was offered and she was thinking about it. So, maybe. What up, Steve? What's going on, man? What if we get Grogu going ham like Yoda in episode 2 with a baby lightsaber? I don't think he's there yet, but I think he could. What if Moff Gideon's right-hand man, the woman at the end, is actually Sabine, and Mando and the rest are about to fail, but right before something bad happens, Ezra swoops in? Oh, I don't think Sabine is... No way, dude. There's no way. I think Snoke will appear, killing everyone and receiving midichlorians from Grogu. Could you imagine that? Snoke, like a young Snoke appears, just going absolutely ham. I hope Grogu ends up in the gray. I think Grogu just uses the Force, you know? That's it. He just does his thing. The Empire was never defeated. That's true, I guess. I loved how Boba came in, had that New Zealand Maori fighting style with his hand-to-hand combat. I agree. That's what I thought too. I was like, this is very tribal. This is epic. I think too much happened in 33 minutes, but everything that did happen was hype. I don't think too much happened. I think it was amazing. I don't love how everyone was like, it's 32 minutes. It's just going to be filler. I was worried about it too, though. So, do you think conversation with Kara was... All right, we already answered that. What phase of Dark Trooper were in this episode? I say 3. Absolutely. There's no doubt. How many dark side users are left at this point in the timeline that could reach out to Grogu? I don't know. That's a good question. Thoughts on how Boba found Din? I mean, he could be working with the Empire, right? They have a tracker on him. So, I don't really know, man. Maybe he just needed his armor. But I don't think so. He would have killed him right then and there. Easy. So. Bro, the Empire built him up as a bad boy, and Return of the Jedi made him a cartoon character. I finally have what I want. I think we all do. I think all Boba fans around the world are really happy. Have Mace be the one to save Grogu, and tell Din not to trust Luke, since he's a Skywalker, and the tension with Boba, because obvious reasons. Could you imagine if Mace shows up and he just doesn't like Luke, and him and Luke fight, and he's like, yo, man, what's your problem? He's like, your dad destroyed the whole galaxy. Bo-Katan getting the Darksaber in season finale, that's what I want. Preach. Preach, dude. Good cliffhanger might be Mando and company plus Jedi saving Grogu and defeating Gideon aboard Gideon's ship as Thrawn's fleet shows up. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Yeah, my jacket's pretty comfy. That episode thumbnail was such a fake out by Filoni. I know, dude. When I saw it, I was just like, what? Come on. We're just going to be stuck on Navarro again? Don't do this. It was like the last 2 seconds. Your super chat didn't get read? Oh, what was it, man? I'm sorry. They're coming so fast, I'm losing track. Since they said Jango was a foundling, do you think this is canon again? Could you do a video on this? I can't click that link. If Luke does show up, is he getting dropped off in the Falcon or by himself in his X-Wing? Possibly Han Solo sighting. I hope he gets dropped off in the Falcon. I can't wait to rewatch the whole season. I think this is the best season. Bear with me, but do you think Ahsoka and Luke could run into each other? I feel that'd be awesome. Dude, everyone wants to see that. Everybody wants to see Luke and Ahsoka, and I think that's the main thing that they need to do eventually, is that Ahsoka and Luke can learn so much from each other. Ahsoka, because she was, you know, Anakin's Padawan, and Luke, because Anakin's his dad, right? So, and I feel like Luke could maybe learn more about his dad from Ahsoka, and perhaps I think Ahsoka would find a lot of solace in how Anakin was redeemed. That'd be very nice to see, actually. I feel like she's holding on to a lot of that anger and fear. What if a clone of Darth Sidious arrived in the season finale to get Grogu? How cool would that be? But he'd have to die at some point, so... Absolutely loving the series. Always makes me wonder what the Disney trilogy could have been with Filoni and Favreau. I agree. I just hope we're getting something more with them now. They're truly very talented people, and they know what they're doing, and that's two things that you need with Star Wars. Well, the third being passion. Maybe Boba dies in the finale and Din inherits Slave One, then we end up getting Boba backstory series on what he did before The Mandalorian. It's possible. So you think he's gonna die and then we'll get a backstory. I'd love to see him roll around a little more, but I think you're right. I think he will die. Someone's gonna die. It's not gonna be a happy story. It's not gonna be a happy ending. Darth Grogu seems like he has been trained by a Sith after being rescued. The way he handled those troopers, I don't think he was trained by a Sith. I just think he was probably extremely powerful. I found it weird how much emphasis they put on Grogu side-eyeing the Seeing Stone while flying. We even saw some of the whites of his eyes for the first time. And they made that shot POV. Which shot? I don't remember. I gotta watch it again. Someone asked about the ship Jaster's Legacy. I was destroyed by Jango's Bounty. However, not sure if it's canon. Oh, it was destroyed by Jango's Bounty? It's probably not canon. But I don't know it, so I can't really speak on it. Boba said the armor was given to my father, Jango, so his armor is actually Jango's. Boba must have painted it. And Mando confirmed it was Beskar. Yeah, that's what actually was really wild for me, is that his armor is just Jango's painted. And obviously weathered like crazy. Boba probably found him like he did with the Falcon. Wouldn't having Cal be a great way to introduce the greater community, introduce the Fallen Order world? Yeah, but dude, I don't care about the greater community being introduced to the game. I want the greater community to be introduced to the real Luke Skywalker, man. I want to see that. We can bring Cal in later. Cal could be a student of Luke. I found it weird how much emphasis they put on... Right. Was Bill Burr's character interesting enough to bring back? He was okay. I don't know. Honestly, when I saw that, I was like, I don't care. But, I mean, he is knowledgeable in this... the shadier side of things, I suppose you could say. So, chapter 15 will be called Of Darth Plagueis. The tragedy? That's funny. Cliffhanger will be Ezra Sabine appearance in the last episode. Luke, did I ever tell you about Ahsoka Tano? She was your father's... Jesus. Not reading that. Ochi of Bestoon made an appearance in the Vader comics. Do you think we'll see him in The Mandalorian or any other show? I'm not sure. And honestly... to be real, I don't really care. I don't really care if we see more of Ochi of Bestoon. I feel like that was just all of that. I don't want to see it. Yeah. Don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it's just, yeah, it just ties too much of that stuff, and I just don't want it. Cliffhanger will be Ezra and Sabine appearance in the last episode. You think? Where's the Millennium Falcon? Bring it Han back. Boba would love that. Yeah, imagine that. He'll be like looking at it. Boba probably followed him. Thanks, Colin. Where's the Millennium Falcon? Right now, I don't know where it is. That's like saying, where's Luke? Cliffhanger will be Ezra and Sabine appearance. Do I think Cal even survived the original trilogy? Yeah, I think he's out there. I think he's doing something. I don't know what. Maybe, you know, Star Wars is so huge. It's not just about... We only saw Luke's story, and then that was the focal point. But there's so much outside of this that a lot of people don't know. I think the movies have downplayed the sheer power of ISDs. I mean, look at the power of a simple cruiser. Your thoughts on this? Yeah, we don't really see them do all that much, right? In Rogue One, we got to see a bit more. And the prequels and the Clone Wars. But I feel like in the movies, this is... Finally, we're starting to see more and... Well, I guess the show, we're starting to see more and more of the ISDs. And seeing more Imperial Star Destroyers are like... That's a Star Wars fan's dream, because they're just, in my opinion, they're cooler than Republic ships. Armor that he took off his dead dad's body. Puts Mace there, thanks. Carl's theory, I'm a little confused. Wasn't the Razor Crest in The Rise of Skywalker? No, so that wasn't the Razor Crest. If you look at the back of the ship, it actually looks completely different. You can see it through the trees. I really don't want Luke. Am I crazy? Luke training Grogu means he dies because all Luke's Padawans die, and I feel like it limits the story. No, not if Grogu learns a little bit and goes away. You know? What if we go to like a Yoda planet in the end and there's like a million Yodas? Already seeing Qui-Gon like qualities in Grogu. Attachment and a rebellious nature being two of them. Yeah. Do you guys know that in Legends Qui-Gon had a girlfriend? Her name was Tal. And he almost turned to the dark side when she died. Yeah, he went on a bender for a few days. He was messed up. He was like walking through the desert and just like disoriented and just cursing, and yeah, he was messed up for a little bit. Then he heard her voice in the Force. Oh, sorry, or was it Obi-Wan's? I gotta read that comic again. Luke, Boba, and Mando versus Moff Gideon and Dark Troopers. That's the thing with Dark Troopers, is that they're very difficult to destroy. If Mace were to tell Luke he's nothing but trouble because he's a Skywalker, could that be why his mistake with Kylo hits him so hard that he hides himself away? Maybe he'll question if Mace was right. That's a nice theory. I hadn't thought of that. Why do you think Gideon blew up the Razor Crest? Because that was the only way he could track Mando. Well, because he doesn't want Mando to get out of there, obviously. He wants Mando to be destroyed, so... Was this Plagueis' way of cheating death the way they're trying to use Grogu? No. Good question. Plagueis actually found it laughable for you to transfer your essence into another body. He thought it was a joke. He's like, that's not real. And it says this in the book. That's not real immortality at all. So, the feeling I got when Boba regained his armor was the same as when Cap wielded Mjolnir. Yeah, for me it was more emotional just because I'm more of a Star Wars fan. They're bringing Bill Burr back in the next episode to kill him off because there is no way they would kill off Boba or any of the main characters. I hope not. Love Dark Troopers from Shadows of the Empire. I cannot believe they topped last week, but they did. This episode blew my mind. Mando is fixing new Star Wars. Hail Jon Favreau. Hail Dave Filoni. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Boba has probably tracked his armor and not the crest. Ah! I like that theory. Very good. Very good. Write that down. Write that down. What do you think about the Obi-Wan Kenobi spin-off? Personally, I'm not a fan of milking original series characters with the cinematic universe can be explored with new stories. I don't think it's milking if they can expand on everything, right? There's an elegant way of doing things and telling stories. You don't have to be milking something necessarily. There's a graceful way of doing things, and there's a clickbaity way of doing things. So, or like a, the reason for doing something is for money, and usually fans can tell, right? It's like with the sequels. Right? There was no concrete plan. The directors didn't know anything about the next film that was coming up. They didn't really know much about Star Wars. At least Ryan didn't. So, for me, I think it's being done right now. They're doing great. Do you worry that the popularity of Grogu might pigeonhole the writers into keeping him around and limit the story of where... No. Don't think so. Why would Grogu leave Luke, though? There's no Jedi that could train him as well. And he was even starting to train Padawans. Well, what if he trains him a little bit on the way to taking him to his family? What if Din is creating a Suicide Squad? Will Bo, Ahsoka, Boba, Fennec, and a few more? They all need to find Moff Gideon for their own reasons. Oh, I like that. A Suicide Squad of their own. Thanks, person. Thanks, Kevin. If Ahsoka's staff at the end of Rebels, Mando's staff... Ah, the White Ahsoka scene takes place after The Mandalorian, I think. I think it does, too, and Dave Filoni mentioned that there's a possibility of that, so I'm open to it, man. I think you might be right. Grogu meditating gave me serious Fallen Order vibes. Love your content. Much love. Much love, Ryan. Yeah, that stone looked a lot like something you'd see in Fallen Order. Doesn't Luke hate Boba Fett? Yeah, but I mean, things could be mended, I suppose. It was just a job. Grogu crafts a lightsaber out of Beskar. Din will get the Millennium Falcon, and we see it just randomly shows up on Jakku. Bro, that knob in the Razor Crest must have been made out of Beskar or something like that, hey? Plus, the Seeing Stone reminded me... Everyone says that. That's funny. Mando laughing when Rey calling Boba... Mando laughing when Baby Yoda was called Grogu was just great. I need blue milk after that episode. Baby Yoda looked pretty fat in his armor. Oh, Boba looked pretty... No, Boba looked jacked, dude. What do you mean? He was freaking ready to go. Luke, Cal, Ahsoka, Mace, he's alive. And Ezra all meet through Grogu and start the new Jedi Temple. And the sequels are uncanonized. I don't think they'll ever be uncanonized, unfortunately. But I think if Mace is alive, it could be a really big reveal. If. It's a big if. Boba needs to lose the gut. Bro, stop hating on Boba, man. He looks good. I mean, powerlifters have a gut, and they're strong as hell. You wouldn't mess with them. They're like freaking silverback gorillas. Right? Right. I think he looks great, bro. I think he looks more intimidating now than then. Technically, Leia is being trained by Luke at this point and is so strong in the Force she could also be the one to answer the call. Yep, and that's in my video on Saturday. If Boba's helmet, or maybe I'll just upload it tomorrow, man, I don't know. If Boba's helmet is Beskar, then how was it dented by Cad Bane's blaster pistol? Yeah, you should maybe ask Jon Favreau or Dave Filoni, actually. I don't know. Do you think Boba and Luke will fight together? I think Boba will die before he sees Luke. Also think that Boba will have a sort of teaching scene with Din on why it's okay to remove his helmet. No helmet, Din in Season 3. Love the content. Yeah, I'm down with that. I think Boba has a lot to teach him. Do you think Moff Gideon could have been a Mandalorian that was jealous of Bo and wanted to lead Mandalore for himself, so he made a deal with the Empire so Din challenges him single combat? Ah. I like that. Like a trial by combat. What if Boba does? Okay, now I want to see Boba get the Darksaber. That's what I want. Just finished watching The Empire, and I have to say I'm speechless. It was amazing to see Boba back and the extra lore added to both father and son. Did you see one of Ezra or Sabine showing up in the next 2 episodes? Do you want to see? Oh yeah, I want to see. Next member of the Suicide Squad will be Cad Bane. I think it's going to be Bosk or Dengar. Darth Jar Jar revealed as the Master of Palpatine Season 8. What happened to Boba's armor after the Sarlacc incident? Did Dengar ditch it when he saved him, or sell it to the Jawas for some death sticks? Yeah, I don't know. But it's also confusing because it's like Boba had some armor when he was saving Fennec Shand, so what's the deal with that? When did he give it up then, you know? Because if he gave it up right when he got out of the Sarlacc, then why did he have it when he was saving Fennec Shand, which is way after the Sarlacc incident? So it's, I don't know, I'm kind of confused. Do you think Gideon could have been ordered to rescue kidnap Grogu for the Emperor? I feel like the two know each other better than we thought. Yeah, it seems like there's a bit of a history there. Boba Fett's armor can't be Beskar because it dent on the helmet from a bullet from getting shot. You can probably dent Beskar, I'd imagine. Maybe if you heat it up or something, I don't know. Maybe it's like some crazy... I mean, imagine if it gets hit, if you hit Beskar with like the Death Star laser. It's probably going to get incinerated, no? It's just everlasting? I mean, you can destroy it, I would assume. I have to do more research on it. I don't know. Does anyone know here? So I personally love The Last Jedi, great movie, but I think the Mando is light years better. My question for you is, would you have the series like Mando or full-length features? Dude, I'm loving Mando right now, so I'm good with both. The thing with a show is you get to dive deeper into the characters, but the thing with a movie is that there's no filler, which, I mean, The Last Jedi, which I appreciate that you liked, I feel like had a lot of filler with the Canto Bight scene, right? So for me, I guess it really depends who's controlling the show. Whose vision is it? Hear me out. Luke sends the legend himself, Kal Katarn. Cool. Did Grogu's eyelids weird you out, or is it just me? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I didn't see it. I gotta watch it again when I do the breakdown. You're my fave content creator. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. I do my best. I do my best. Boba vs. Windu seems like a setup. Thanks, Trisu. The boulder scene reminded me a lot of Indiana Jones. I think there was a bit of a nod there. The tragedy equals Grogu succumbing to fear, just as Anakin did to give unlimited power to Darkseid personified Palpatine. Same trilogy transitions. I think the tragedy might be that she was taken. Perhaps. I would guess. What if Filoni brings in the Bendu, and that is why Grogu is not present in the sequels? He is training in the real Force, not the dogmatic Jedi or Sith. I like that. Yeah, I think Grogu is maybe somewhere else in the galaxy. The Mando Suicide Squad will be cornered by the Dark Troopers facing certain death, then Luke comes in and saves everyone. That'd be neat. But then what if Luke's in trouble and Ahsoka comes in? It would just be crazy. Just finished watching. I think Jango was exiled and disavowed due to the Civil War from a pacifist Mandos. Jango then stole his armor back and found Count Dooku. I dig it. Benedict Cumberbatch as Thrawn. Love your work. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, what? Someone else said that Tywin Lannister would be a good Thrawn. I just feel like he might be a little bit old, no? What did Gideon mean at the end with Grogu saying that Grogu has seen the Darksaber before? I don't know. That was confusing to me too. Because I'm like, who would he have seen it with? What? Maul? Pre-Vizsla? No, I don't know. Do you think Boba grabbed anything more than just his armor from Din's ship? Maybe a special Mando relic? I don't think so. No. Predictions for next week is gonna be epic. To me, Hondo seems like he'd be a bit better, more honorable if could you imagine if we get Hondo in this? Yeah, he's a fan favorite for sure. To answer your question of Beskar, yes, it can break. Jedi break it with the Shatterpoint ability, so it's not unbreakable. There you go. Yeah, but Shatterpoint is so unique, right? We get that with I was gonna say Vegeta. Yeah, with Mace Windu. Thoughts on Hondo joining the Suicide Squad? Also, you make me proud to have a balance of the Force tattoo in my arm. Oh, well, thanks, man. You are a true Force user. Tython as they come. Hey, Theory, do you think the Darksaber could be made of Beskar? I'd love to see Mace, but I don't think it'll happen. Keep blocking out the haters. Thanks, homie. The Dark Troopers look directly cut from the Force Unleashed. Wonder if there's a chance we get some Starkiller references. I really hope so. I don't think so. If they do Starkiller references, man, it'll be like theories till the end of time. It's gonna be insane, and they can't put a guy like Starkiller in there because then it's like, where do you go after that? He's just too powerful. He's just too freaking powerful. It's just there's no other character really that can do something like that. So I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see that. I'd love for him to be canonized, but it was a beautiful story. It's an interesting story. Do you think that Boba's armor could be a Beskar alloy since they've made such a big deal about pure Beskar all series? It's a possibility, but judging that it was from Jango, I think it's pure, man. It seems to be going right over people's heads that Boba still had his heavy black garments on when he put his armor on, so he does not have a gut like you mentioned. Goodness, guys. Anyway, much love, Theory. Thank you, Mutant. Indeed, he had those big black garments on, so I don't think at all he was fat. He just looked jacked. He looked good. Homie wanted all the smoke. Best Stormtrooper massacre ever. Much love from the Bay Area, man. Your content is super dope, and it's amazing to see the channel's progress as well as your work. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, dude, Boba was taking them out with and without his armor. That just shows you how elite that guy is and lethal. He's pretty badass. Mads Mikkelsen has to be Thrawn. Already familiar with Lucasfilm. If he put some blue on, he'd be identical. I would love that, actually. Mads Mikkelsen as Thrawn would be very sick. Boba still had his lower body armor after the Sarlacc, but for some reason didn't have the upper half. Cobb only had the upper half in the episode 1. Okay. Yeah, I could buy that. Was Kylo Ren's theme playing when Grogu broke the neck of the Stormtroopers? I don't know. I'm going to have to watch again. Yeah, I'm going to go watch after this, and then I'm going to do the breakdown and stay up the whole thing again. 10 a.m. probably. Boba only had boots on, nothing else. Oh, so he was naked up top? Use your anger, Grogu. Use your anger, Grogu. The dark side of the Force awaits you. When Gideon showed the Darksaber to Grogu and asked him if he had seen one before, I think he meant a lightsaber because Grogu was a Padawan. Yeah, that makes more sense, actually. I'm confused on why no Jedi showed up to the temple. Also, which Jedi do you think is most likely to show up and save Grogu? Bro, I want Luke. That's all I want. Give me the Skywalker. We need Boba slaying the stormtroopers, saying clones are superior. Lame plot, Mando leaving jetpack. Metal ball will be used to make Grogu saber. I think so too. That's what I said a long time ago. I think Mando's gonna die, and he's just gonna use the shifter. So I'm gonna put that in the video. Do you think they'll find Ezra? I hope so, and I hope he's played by Rahul Kohli. What if Grogu talked to Force ghosts like Yoda or Yaddle? Maybe they're not Force ghosts. Maybe they're alive. Sabine Wren's weapon in Rebels is made to target Mandalorian armor specifically. Well, there you go. Do you think we'll see anything about the slave kid at the end of The Last Jedi? Or the broom boy? I hope not. Yeah. I think Gideon was referring to lightsabers in general. I think so too. I love your channel. Do you think the Imperials still have Inquisitors or Purge Troopers? Why didn't Gideon have Death Trooper bodyguards? So, Dark Troopers are like a big level up from Purge Troopers. Why didn't Gideon have Death Trooper bodyguards? What do you mean, why didn't he? I don't know. Maybe he's not at that level, perhaps. But he should be. Because Krennic had them, and so... Well, I mean, he has Dark Troopers. What does he need Death Troopers for? Right? What if Boba ends up vying for the Darksaber and ends up having a rivalry with Bo-Katan? I'd like Boba to get the Darksaber. I think he's going to have a really cool ending arc, and I think he's going to die. So inspired now, I want to make a Star Wars sketch. Expected more detailed ruins of an actual temple, not just a Stonehenge knockoff. So much could be done in the volume, but it just looked like SoCal. Well, I don't think that was the temple. I think that was just the Seeing Stone. So that's, where they go so they can connect in the Force. Any chance Alden Ehrenreich cameos is Han Solo? Yeah, maybe. Just de-age, man. Do the deep fake de-age. When they put those handcuffs on Baby Yoda, I laughed because it looked so easy to break out of. His hands were so small. They're so cute. What did Palpatine say? What did Sidious say? You won't be needing the Yoda any longer. Something like that. This episode looked like it was filmed in the Simi Valley Rock Peak area in California with all the sandstone. Looked it up on Google Images. Oh, cool. You guys are lucky. You could probably go over there. Is Boba Fett's armor as strong as Mando's, or is it weaker? Lots of love from Switzerland. Keep up the good work. Ah, beautiful Switzerland. I'd say it's weaker. I don't know. Mando's just looks so legit. Thank you, Romalist. What if Gideon takes Grogu to Kamino and we find out how cloning facilities were being restarted by Thrawn in his mission to execute the First Order? Yeah, maybe, but look, here's the thing, is that Palpatine's been cloning himself since near the prequels, right? If we date his son back, his useless son. Subbed since 2017, going through tough times. I just wanted to drop in and like how much your channel brightens my day. Star Wars is a beautiful thing. Much love. Much love, Matt. Get through it. We all see dark days, but just know that we all will see bright days again, too. You have to see the darkness in order to see the light sometimes. Is the episode where Boba and Cad Bane have a standoff even canon? Otherwise, the dent in his helmet... I don't think it's canon. I think it was going to be, right? The dent in his helmet could be as simple as him bumping his head. Yeah. Everyone wants Luke to show up, but this could be a perfect opportunity to introduce a new Jedi we've never seen or heard of before. I don't want that. Sound like a Toydarian. Mind tricks don't work on me. No, that was terrible. That was like Palpatine and Watto. Do you think Boba will tell Din about his clone origins, reveal something about Grogu clones, or perhaps providing info that... Yeah, I think we'll get a lot more info in the next 2 episodes. Regarding everything. Starkiller against Yuuzhan Vong, eh? Probably the Yuuzhan Vong then. But what if Starkiller just like throws something at them? What if Gideon takes Grogu to Kamino and we find out... Alright. Having a debate with a friend, since Boba is officially Mandalorian now, he thinks that means all the clone troopers are officially Mandos as well. No. No, this doesn't mean they're Mandos as well. Their template was... But they're not. They start out as their own being, right? That's like saying Palpatine's son, his clone, that didn't have any force powers, is a Sith Lord. He's not. Do you think this season is or like saying Grogu is a Jedi or a Grand Master? Do you think this season is a setup for... Well, I guess not because he's a clone. Do you think this season is a setup for season 3 fight Thrawn team, or maybe Boba, Ahsoka, the Sniper Mando, and finish the Baby Yoda arc here? I don't think they'll finish the Baby Yoda arc here. No. Can you please try and speak in an Irish accent? I'm from Ireland. No, I can't speak in an Irish accent. It's absolutely terrible. It's probably my worst accent. I don't really know how to do it. Actually, though, it's by far my worst. What if the Mando's attachment with Grogu awakens with Force sensitive and Mando becomes the new Mandalorian, takes the Darksaber, rebuilds? I don't want him Force sensitive, so I'm going to say no. But it could be cool. Maybe Maul took Grogu after Order 66. That's why Gideon said you've seen this Darksaber maybe from years past. Yeah, but where the hell would... Oh... Maybe. How many seasons in total do you believe will be made for this series? I hope 1 million, but maybe 5? I think Ahsoka and another big-name Jedi will show up if they've also felt a disturbance in the Force when they sense Grogu. Tano and Skywalker team up. Episode was great, but I think the part with the Stormtroopers looked kind of like a fan film, but I can't really put my finger on why. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. I think because so many fan films are like out in the desert or the forest. Star Wars is at its best when it's dark, and I hope we get some more of that at the end of this season. Me too. I think dark Star Wars is great Star Wars. Because it's just more realistic, right? Look at Empire. Is Asajj Ventress alive? If so, she could be the one to train Grogu. At this point, no, I think she's... No, she's dead. Yeah, she's dead. Dooku killed her. Yeah, and Dooku's dead, so... If Mace is still alive, would he be the arch nemesis for a possible Boba series, thus everything coming in for full circle? Yeah, that's what I said in that theory, right? I think Boba killing Mace would be pretty poetic. Do you think Moff Gideon is working for Thrawn? I think he's working with him. For him? Maybe. Is it true Jon Favreau is redoing The Last Jedi for Disney Plus? What? I don't know about that. I didn't hear that. I may be my mind playing tricks on me, but 823, it almost looks like someone is standing next to Grogu, next to the Seeing Stone. Love the channel. 823. Let me see this. $823 is Din. So do you mean 8:19. I don't see anybody. I don't see anyone. Yeah, I don't see anybody, man. I wish I did. That'd be cool. That'd be wild. Yeah, do you think this season is set up for a possible season 3 fight with Thrawn team and maybe like Boba or Ahsoka and Sniper Mando? And finish the Baby Yoda arc there? I think we're going to get more Baby Yoda. Consistently. I think Baby Yoda is going to survive. Everyone else is going to die. Having a debate with a friend since Boba is officially Mandalorian. Oh, wait. Did I read all these? I did. YouTube's weird, dude. It messes up all the messages. They'll defeat Gideon only for Boba to steal the Darksaber and kill Bo-Katan. No! Chance for Cal Kestis Fallen Order, maybe? In the Clone Wars, Palpatine tells Maul he has other uses for him. Maybe he made Maul take Grogu, unless he used him to get Ahsoka away from Anakin. It's a possibility. I kind of do feel like maybe he was the one who took Grogu out. Meant stormtroopers and not Death Trooper guards. Oh. I don't know. Kylo was talking about a clone army in The Force Awakens. Maybe Thrawn was starting a clone army, but Snoke decided against it when reforming the First Order. Yeah. But also I'm confused because a lot of the concepts that went into the sequels were mishmashed. So I don't think we can apply any of it to anything. I mean, you can't apply 7 to 8 and you can't apply 8 to 9, so it's like each film was its own new film. Luke telling Ahsoka about Anakin's return to the light. That'd be beautiful. And Ahsoka telling Luke about how Anakin fought in the Clone Wars and what kind of a person he was. I meant 834 had to donate twice to get you to see. Thanks, man. You could have donated like 99 cents. I appreciate it. 834. Let's see. It's still Din. Yeah, it's still Din, bro. Have you ever heard the original scripts for the films? They have a lot of extended conversations and dialogue between the characters that adds lore. I know it's not canon, but I found them very interesting. The radio ones? They're amazing. I really love your channel, man. Everything you do is great. One thing that can make The Mandalorian even better is a flashback seeing live-action Maul wielding the Darksaber. Love from Netherlands. Netherlands! Love from Canada, man. Okay, I like that. One thing that can make The Mandalorian even better is a flashback seeing live-action Maul wielding the Darksaber. I think that'd be really cool. They got to be careful with flashbacks, though. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to take it all over the place, right? You want to keep the story. But if they do it like a sweet little bit, I'm down with it. What do you think will happen if Luke and Boba come face to face? Might not be pretty. You know, maybe he'll get Luke in that wraparound again. Remember that First Order and Final Order are separated because the First Order doesn't really know about the Final Order until the Rise of Skywalker. True. True. Yeah. Maybe Jawas had armor for a long time and Boba had already gone to Mos Pelgo and not there when Cobb Vanth got it and Boba didn't double check Mando. Do you think there will be any side effects of Mando interacting with the Force Spotlight thing because he isn't a Force? Oh, like he gets the Force because of it? How interesting. I wouldn't like that, though. Starkiller is ideal to use against Yuuzhan Vong. Both are OP. Live action would be insane. Alas, highly doubt they'll make him canon. Just fantasization and theorization. Din possibly Force powers are hitting the beam. I don't think anyone could have gotten through that force field. Will we ever see Anakin again in his own film? Probably not. Probably maybe flashbacks or something in Kenobi, and maybe him in his Vader suit or something like that, like with the helmet off. What if Ben Solo shows up as he could be the Jedi training, or maybe Cal Kestis? I also would love it if somehow Master Plo survived, but unlikely. Well, Plo's dead. He blew up. It'd be cool if he survived, but I think he's guy's pretty dead. If Ben shows up, he could train with Cal. Cal could be like a teacher to him or something. But how would you feel about Ben Solo killing Cal Kestis? Because Cal fought Vader, you know. Maybe Ben would be intrigued by that. Maybe Shakti could train Grogu before she dies. Again, sorry, I just wanted to give some money. You're great, and I use your videos often. I love from France. Hey, shout out to France, man. Je t'aime. Je t'aime. Merci beaucoup. Check 834. Look up at the Seeing Stone. Up at the top left, there's a figure next to the beam of light. Let me see this, bro. You're freaking me out. 834. Whoa, dude. No, I just think that's the other stone. I just think that's the other stone, man. Yeah. Wait, what? Hold up here. There are no stones around him. Wait. Maybe it's just the other... Hold up. What? That doesn't make sense. What is that? What? Is that a being? Well, it's like still there too. That's weird, dude. Yeah, I don't know. What if Din gets his vision from touching the Force beam, but doesn't become Force sensitive? What I meant by Final and First Orders is that they're going different... Oh, they're doing different things. Oh, so maybe Thrawn is Final Order. See you guys, I'm going to sleep. Later, Jonah. Yeah, I see that. I don't know what that thing is, man. Think we'll get an Order 66 flashback for Grogu? Maybe. I'd be down with it. Him just hiding in the corners. You see this like cloaked figure walking through the Jedi Temple. Were Din's parents simply hiding him from the attack on their village? Could he or his parents be more important than we're led to believe? I don't think his parents... I think his parents are Yoda and Yaddle. If everything is back to normal, are you going to be at the next celebration? Yeah. Of course. Just like all of you. That protect Grogu while fending off enemies was straight out of a video game. Mando failing to protect him gave me a flashback to how bad I was too. Do you think we'll see, well, like from a game? Do you think we'll see Thrawn this season? If so, do you think we'll see a battle damaged Chimera? Love from Seattle, Washington. I think Thrawn could show up at the very end of episode 8. Do you think we will see... Quinlan Voss is an easy inclusion here. Yeah, no one knows what the hell happened to him. And he was so cool. Did you know you get to actually see Quinlan Voss in live action in episode 1? He is... when Jar Jar is walking with Qui-Gon and he like tries to eat something and then Qui-Gon grabs his tongue. Oh no, wait. Hold on. No, it's the scene where he gets in trouble with Sebulba. Yeah. And you can see Quinlan Voss sitting in the background. Hello Theory. It's hard for me to fit in high school, but your videos have made me feel so good about myself. Love from Australia. Oh, you should always feel good about yourself. If you're trying to fit into some place that you don't feel welcome or yet you're trying to fit in, then that's probably not your group of people, man. That's all it is. That was like me in high school. And I was always trying to fit in, but it just wasn't my group of people. And I eventually, you have to realize that these are not the people for you. If you have to try and fit in somewhere, that's not right for you, right? It should just be natural. Fitting in means that you're shaping yourself and you're changing who you are to fit into something. Whereas if they are all accepting of who you are and what your interests are, Star Wars being one of them, there is no need to fit in. So it's them. It's not you. Always remember that. Kylo Ren theme 100% plays when Grogu is fighting. Interesting. As much as I love Luke, I think Master Windu returning to train Grogu would be the coolest. Yeah, I want Windu to return. So here's the thing. I mean, like, we know Luke's alive, but Windu isn't. Like, so if you bring Windu back in exchange for Luke, I'm fine with that, because we know Luke's still around. We don't know Windu's alive. So, how much of Legends lore for Boba and Jango do you think will be used for future canon? I don't know, bro. It seems like they've kind of just explained it. But, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what they're going to change. How hard are Dark Troopers to kill? Origin of Beskar Spear. The origin of the Beskar Spear, well, it was given to him by, what was that lady's name again? The one in the last episode. Something about the Kuat Drive Yards or whatever. Not the Kuat Drive Yards. She, like, created the fleet. I don't know. I didn't really remember much from her. Elsbeth? Something Elsbeth? But anyways. She gave it to Mando. Where it came from before that, maybe it's the Spear of Mandalore. I don't know. Dark Troopers are very hard to kill. You can't slice them with a lightsaber. So, guy at 834 is the dude in the sheets. Luke sends Kyle Katarn to rescue Grogu, so Kyle sneaks in the Imperial ship, and then they meet Mando and the team. They can escape and go to the Jedi. What do you think of seeing the Night Sister Merrin in live action? Oh, that'd be cool. I'd love that. They still need to see the armorer with the child because you hear her talking to Mando about the child and for him to show her. No, I think that was just taken from season 1. Could you ever see a Star Wars What If? Oh, you mean like Marvel? Yeah, what if Maul trained Anakin? I'd love to see that. That'd be cool. Rahul Kohli would make such a good Ezra, and with all the other details so far and how Disney operates on social media and Favreau Filoni, the great F and F, how likely do you think that is? I think it's 90%. 737, what are you guys saying? 737 writing? Wait, what? Hold up. Oh, you mean an Arbash? Yeah, I don't know what that says. I'll have to decipher it. Does anyone know what that says? I don't know what the writing says. It's very Fallen Order-y. Finish the episode again. Not filler. So hyped. Ich liebe dich. All love from Germany. Ich liebe dich auch. Dankeschön, mein Freund. Django Fett. What are the odds Din leaves his jetpack and doesn't consider picking it back up even when he goes back to fight the stormtroopers? It's very low odds. I don't understand why he wouldn't do that. Do you think Leia felt... What the hell is this? Oh, whatever. Do you think Leia felt the call from the Grogu too? Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. They still need the armor with the child. Could we ever see a Star Wars What If? Do you think Grogu was building his skill tree while meditating? Also, the girl aiding Gideon seems important. Maybe Sabine infiltrated. Just finished the episode again, not filler. So the spear was given to Mando by Ahsoka after she had beaten the lady, not by the lady herself, even though she had promised it to him for Ahsoka's head. Yeah. Details, but it was originally from the lady. Shout out to my fellow Aussie. I felt similar growing up. Go check out some card shops or old comic book shops. They helped me. You're not alone. There you go. You got love, man. Do you think he was building the skill tree? That was too funny. Cal is the teacher at Luke's school, takes Grogu to find his homeworld in the unknown regions, and then Ben destroys the temple. They missed the sequel trilogy. Ah, we missed it again? That'd be funny. Well, Fennec reminds me of Zam Wessel. Yeah, that's what she reminded me of too, especially her armor. What does 737 say? I'm gonna have to do research and figure that out. Grogu cut himself off from the Force just like Luke did in 8, and we all saw how much energy it took out of Luke. Right, because he was not trained anymore, I guess. You like my Palpatine 1 theory? What do you mean? Which one? Which one's that? Boba, the pretext for Season 2, Episode 20 of The Clone Wars is who my father was matters less than my memory of him. Love Boba's return. I love it too, man. A cool theory is that Ezra will help rescue Grogu with Boba, Fennec, and the other Mando. Dude, I think Boba's gonna die. I really do. Thanks, SVG. Ship racing to Thrawn, then Ezra and Sabine in Stormtrooper gear spring Grogu, just like Luke and Han saved Leia. Look, what I want in the next episode is they're obviously going to get Bill Burr's character out of jail. And I think at this point, what they might do is they might give Baby Yoda a sort of accelerating aging thing so that he's larger in size, so that he has more blood and therefore more to donate. But in this time, could, I don't know, the good guys come and save the day? Or are they just going to drain him of all of his blood right away? Do you think Grogu is closer to using the dark side than the light? Force choke many times as well as using Force for personal gains. Right, but Luke also used Force choke, so I don't think it's really indicative of him being on the dark side. I think he's just using all aspects of the Force. Why you guys saying 1025? Okay, let's see, 1025. 1025 is closer. Oh yeah, it does look like there's a. No, I just think that's the peak. That's the tip of the other end of the stone. I think that's all it is. Yeah. So. In the Mando timeline, is Leia training or being a senator figure for the New Republic? Love your content and keep up the good work. Hello from Chicago. Oh, I love Chicago, man. I was there for Celebration. Beautiful city. Do you think Boba will remain an ally of Din's, or will he revert to his bounty hunter instincts and side with whoever has the biggest pockets? No, I think he owes him now, and he promised him. So I think his word and his honor is more important than a pocket, than a bag, any bag. I think in this timeline, Jacob, Leia is training both. I think she's training to be a senator and a Jedi. So, sorry, I think she's training to be a Jedi and she's being a senator, or she's trying to find the balance in it. Kylo show to fix. Well, actually, this is 5 to 7 years after Return of the Jedi, so you may be right. You may be. She is just completely a senator at this point. You're a figure for the New Republic. Kylo show to fix ROSW death. Should have been Rey. I don't know what that means. What are the chances Mace comes back? I think he would be the perfect person to train Grogu because of his vulnerabilities to the dark side. I agree. I think Mace was the perfect person to teach Anakin, except for the fact that he was a jerk. Right? So. Okay, chat. I'm going to go and watch the episode again, and I'm going to go do the breakdown. It's going to take me probably 7 hours. Luke, did I ever tell you about Ahsoka Tano? Yeah, I'm not reading that. Thanks, Cooler. Did you see Jaina Solo maybe becoming canon, maybe older than Ben, and then killed by him? I don't want to see more people killed by Ben. It just bugs me, you know? And even that whole thing in the comics with him, with, wait, what? 454? Yo, Wolf Knight, what's going on, man? 454. Hmm. 2719 First Order theme. 947. I expected Boba to be the villain. Yeah, I was worried about that. When he looks at the stone with the X-ray, it looks like the bloody spots. What do you think? Amazing channel. Love from Italy. Oh, I love Italy. What's up, man? It did look like bloody spots, but maybe those were just like, I don't know. UV, I don't know. Well, I guess the theory that the Razor Crest was in the Rise of Skywalker was wrong. Unless he gets another one. But that ship didn't even look like the Razor Crest. So I think that Dark Troopers are made from Beskar. Stolen Beskar. Also, I want to believe Boba is good, but I have a feeling more is happening. It's possible, but I guess we won't know until we're sure. I was expecting him to maybe turn. If he was going to turn, he would just turn on him on Din once he got the armor, but that didn't happen. So I think he's a man of his word. So we'll see. We'll see. As for them being made of Beskar, they could also be made of Frick. P-H-R-I-K. So I love you guys. Thanks for chilling in this breakdown. It was an amazing episode. Had a blast once again, and I can't wait to see you all next week, and of course tomorrow in the breakdown. And all that. Thank you, Mystical Vortex. I appreciate it. Love from England. Shout out to England. The mother country. Okay. Later, guys. Love you all. May the force be with you.